This show is intended for mature audiences only. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Do you feel discriminated against as a gamer of faith in the video game spaces out here? On the internet specifically? Well, I do, right? I do feel discriminated because of my political beliefs, and I feel discriminated because of person of faith. Right? It's not hard to guess, me being Hispanic and my wife being Filipino, you probably guess that we're Roman Catholic, that you'd be correct, right? Now, I live in a great nation where there's supposed to be freedom of speech, right? Where there's supposed to be freedom of opinions, right? And I believe that you should live your life however you want to live it. If you want to be a Catholic, if you want to be a Protestant, if you want to, be gay, trans, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever floats your boat. I'm not one of those people who's judgmental on how your lifestyle is, what have you, and whatever relationship you have with your faith is up to you, or lack of there. I don't care. I don't care if you're an atheist or not. I really don't. I care that you're happy, right? I care that my friends are happy, right? Being, living half part-time in the Philippines, that we have gay and trans friends, right? It's just a matter of fact, right? We're a pretty big family on my side, but I have 4 or 5 members of the LGBT, whatever letters are now, right? We just call them gay, right? That's what they identify as, and they feel comfortable identifying that way. That's fine, right? And we've never had any issues. We have political differences, right? But we're able to have them, right? Some of my family members are staunch Democrats, as you might think, but not all of them, right? I have family members that are gay Republicans. It's just the way it is, right? That they believe in a more capitalist system. And we can debate these ideas. Now, but you can't do it on the internet, right? The state of my channel is because I have political differences with protected groups, right? That's really what's going wrong with my channel, if anybody wants to really know. And I'm not going to change my stance. You can call it discrimination, whatever you want. The fact is that I can't disagree politically with people that believe, just like I believe in, the invisible man in the sky fantasy. They have compelled speech fantasies, right? They have political fantasies in my point of view. They have biological fantasies. I deal in reality. I deal in science, right? I don't care how you feel. I'm looking at data. What does the data say? Right? When it comes to certain things, when it comes to testable things, when it comes to things of faith, those are quite different, right? You can believe whatever you want to believe. I can believe whatever I want to believe, right? But I don't have the right to impose my beliefs on your children. I don't have the right to impose speech on you. Can you imagine if I went to work tomorrow and I demanded to people that whenever they address me, they end all their sentences with amen? How would that go? Well, but you can go into a workplace now, as we know, Firewalk Studios, and have people compelled to call you the professor for no goddamn reason, right? For no reason at all. You're just imposing your will on other people. You're compelling other people's speech. I have the right to criticize that. I find that to be politically unacceptable, and not within the values of our nation, not within the values of our free society. I wouldn't do it to anybody else, and you don't have the right to do it to me, regardless of what you identify as with. If you do those kind of things, if I sit, and I go around demanding people call me the professor, right? The only thing I identify you as is an asshole. That's what I do. I have the right to criticize you for that. It has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has to do more with your immaturity, or your lack of maturity, right? And I can have those disagreements. I believe in our nation we're supposed to have those arguments, but you can't. You can criticize a Catholic all you want. You can criticize a Christian all you want for whatever reason you want. You know, these people mock the Last Supper at the Olympics. See, all these, in my point of view, has nothing to do, right, with their sexuality. What I'm saying is these are political cowards. It doesn't matter what sexuality, if they're gay, straight, whatever. What I'm saying is they would never do the same criticism of another religion, say Muslims, right? Do you think they could have mocked Muhammad in the Olympics and the Olympics still gone through? No. All these people that protest do it to Christians because they know we turn the other cheek for the most part. We don't want to get involved in these battles. We have the basic values that live and let live, right? That we can have political disagreements without going to that, right? These people will, you know, tarnish paintings in France. They'll do it in England. They'll do it in the US. They'll do it in the free countries, right? But if you're really about that, if you're really about stopping oppression, why don't you give your protests in places where they actually throw gay people off roofs, right? Where they actually shoot transgenders, right? Where they're actually oppressing you. And here's a clue. This is what I know to be a fact. Oppressed people are not fat. They don't have the luxury of being fat, right? So this is just immaturity, right? This is people just being coddled. Too many medals, right? Those are my opinions based on what I see. But it hasn't nothing to do with their sexuality. It has to do more with their maturity. It has to do with their sense of entitlement because they live in these free nations where they have access to capital. And they're advocating for a system that would take away all their capital, force everybody's speech, that has never proven to have worked ever, unless you want to, you know, unalive millions of people due to hunger and murder, then your political system has never worked. I have the right to give those criticisms based on facts, based on data of what I see. But you can't do it here on the internet. I can tell you, as a Catholic, feels pretty discriminatory to me. If you can say anything about me that you want, if you can criticize all my politics, right, as a capitalist, as a person who believes in freedom of speech, and I can't criticize you. The moment I criticize you and call you a Marxist is the moment that YouTube starts, you know, coming down on my channel. It's the moment that people start complaining. So I'm making these generalizations now because I can no longer address an individual and say, you are this, right? This is what you believe in and it doesn't work. They are protected as being what they are. And I'm not protected as a Roman Catholic. I call that discrimination. All right, humans, I will catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.